You're almost surprised when you awaken the next morning. As you lay there, it feels as though everything that happened the night before could have been a dream. But once you open your eyes, the delusion is shattered. Find yourself lying amongst the corpses of undead creatures and soldiers. The caravan wagons and tents are still smoldering from the evening's battle, and it appears that the oxen that were pulling your wagons have become unhitched and wandered off, which explains why they weren't in the fight scene. You do, however, see that James is still alive, staring into the embers
Yes.
of the dying campfire.
Uh, is our druid alive?
The druid is also awake.
So we got the three of us, and we got James.
Yeah. However, none of you feel rested, and whatever the druid will have 1 hit point, and
Okay.
you don't recover any of your spells or anything like that.
Yeah. Seems like an opportune time to do lay on hands. How would you like some healing, druid?
Oh, that would be great.
You're gonna
Arius
lay
would-
hands on me?
I am. You can tell me where you want me to lay them.
I don't understand what spell you're using.
That's a bit. It's my paladin ability. I get to restore 5 HP for every level I got. So we can go halvesies. How's that sound? You get 10, I get 10.
James, well, hang on.
Hey,
Arius is
Arius
saying
is-
he's in a lot of
yeah.
pain.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
All
He's
right.
very theatrical.
Do you want me to do like a performance check, or what do you want me to do
Well,
to decipher this BS?
I want Arius to do a performance check, and I want you to do an insight check.
Okay.
Contested.
Okay, I will say that this Arius is not giving it his all.
Okay. So you want to use disadvantage then?
I was going to, but it doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, you can tell that he's totally hamming it up. It looks like he chipped a nail or something.
Yeah, he's got Arius has like some nail clippers, and he's really working on his nails at the moment. Like, oh, what do I do?
Tell you what you can do. You can loot these bodies and see if we can find something useful to get us to town.
Ah, great idea! I knew you were my best friend. He gets up and starts looting. He also is going to kind of walk by and just kind of pat down James as he starts looting the bodies as well.
All right, you can make a sleight of hand contested with his. That'd be perception, I guess.
Well, I don't know. It's gonna be pretty obvious that he's because Arius is like acting like he's gonna move from kind of corpse to corpse, pat them down a little bit, and just move on to James and pat him
Okay,
down
yeah,
in
sure.
the same way as if he's dead.
Actually, when you go up to James, he doesn't even like bother stopping you and lets you like loot
Alright.
him.
All right, yeah, he's gonna just pat down and just anything he finds, he's just gonna put it in his pockets.
Why don't you roll a inspection check as you're looking around?
Investigation.
Investigation.
All right. Wow.
Okay. So you end up finding 15 gold, 98 silver, and 46 copper.
Okay.
You also notice that there is something gold and metallic floating in the swamp.
Okay. Then Eric's gonna be like, you guys look like you've had a rough night. Just rest for a minute. I'll go. I'm just gonna look around, make sure there's no more goobly scaries. And he's gonna wander over to whatever is looking nice and valuable.
It looks like it's a piece of Gibraltar's armor. Looks like a bracer or something.
Oh, is Gibraltar not here?
Nope.
Well, that seems like a detail we should have noticed earlier.
Arius wouldn't have noticed anyway. Yeah, he's not gonna put it on because it probably looks like it's heavy, right?
Well, it's just kind of floating in the water right now.
Well, then he's just gonna kind of poke it with a stick, just in case it's still attached to a body part.
Well, when you poke it with the stick, it kind of rolls over, and you see that there's still a hand in the plate, but it doesn't seem to be attached to anything else. So it's just kind of floating freely.
Then he'll kind of corral it with the stick and drag it back to the shore.
Okay.
Just kind of push it up onto land.
While you're actually by the water, you notice that there's some sort of like a scroll tube floating in the water near the gauntlet as well.
Okay, he'll kind of use the stick again to kind of just pull that in. Doesn't want to get dirty. This gross swamp.
Okay, so Gibraltar's armor has the bracer has like a peacock emblazoned on it, like embossed on it, and the scroll also has a peacock on it, but the peacock on the scroll is blue.
Okay. Arius is just gonna kind of he's gonna hold on to that for now.
Okay.
Let me see your peacock.
Well, I thought you'd never ask. He pulls out a little tiny bird. He's got he has an actual peacock tucked underneath his jacket.
What a fun coincidence.
Yeah, it lets him roam around.
Can
But
I
James-
use perception or wisdom to look for our oxen?
You can use survival or survival. I think is the right choice.
Survival to look for our oxen?
See if you can track them.
Okay. It'll require some doing. Let me see here. Okay. Survival. I have a proficiency in survival.
Yeah. Oh, you want to know your number, don't you?
I do.
I've been sitting here doing nothing. You get to roll a +5.
A d20 plus 5?
Yep. Your best guess is that you've been unconscious for about 10 or 12 hours, and the battle was pretty heated, so chances are the oxen have made it fairly far away, and tracking them could take hours. You think you could do it, but it would take you, a long while.
Okay.
James kind of notices that you guys are all kind of peeling yourselves up off the ground and like snooping around. Says, "Oh, thank God there's more than just me."
I ask him if he saw anything. In fact, I say that to him rather than say that to you. James, you see anything?
Everyone died. There was a battle between Gibraltar and, I don't know. Said his name was Bamberg?
So
Anyways,
never encountered this foe before.
no. And it
I
looked
beat
like
him once.
You have?
Yeah, 1-on-1.
Arius?
Took him down. Fist fight.
Well,
Do you mean Bloomberg?
Oh, right. I beat up former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg.
everybody's like, "Oh, good job." Like, looked like Gibraltar was losing, but then there was this beam of light from the sky. It pierced all the fog, and something came down. I lost consciousness. I don't know what happened.
So
I
there's
think
yet
I
hope
scared
that
them
Gibraltar
off.
lives.
Oh, yeah, Gibraltar's alive. By the way, does this hand look familiar to anyone? Arius will pull out the
James
the
is
hand.
like, "Oh, Jesus Christ." Well, he doesn't say Jesus Christ. He says, "Oh, fucking Torm."
Is
Can I
there
do
a
a perception
hand
to
in
see if I
the-
recognize the hand?
I'll allow you to recognize it as Gibraltar's hand.
Okay.
Okay, because if there's any rings on there that identify, those are no longer on it.
There's no rings on it.
Oh, man.
Was he destroyed? Or was he taken?
Look at the hand. You think happened to him?
He's probably fine. Arius is
where's
just going
the
to
rest
toss
of
the
him?
hand over his shoulder.
You like?
I don't know.
Where did you
Went for
find
a
the
swim.
hand?
It was laying next to me. It was, I remember pretty clearly now that you mention it. In kind of a haze, he came to me and said, "Hold on to my hand. I gotta go."
And where exactly did he tell you this?
Just as he was fighting that guy, but he said I was in charge. With his dying breath, but he was still alive.
The hand kind of plops to the ground behind you. You hear the armor chink.
So everyone do what I say. Make me some breakfast. And then he's just gonna go sit down and start. He's gonna kind of carefully, quietly, without trying to let anyone else see, kind of glance at the spell scrolly tube he's got.
Okay. Are you gonna like actually plop it open?
Is everybody looking?
I
you can-
am. I've got eyes glued
Yeah.
to this.
Okay, because once Arius says, "Make me some breakfast," he's just gonna assume that everyone's making him some breakfast. So he's gonna go and sit down, and then he's just gonna kind of like a little surreptitiously pull it out and just kind of. He's not gonna open it up. He's gonna just kind of hold it and just kind of look at it, kind of look around and see if there's any kind of like crazy, like if it's got like nails inside that's gonna explode in his face or something.
Right. You can roll an investigation check.
Meanwhile,
This is the safest scroll tube you've ever seen.
Oh, he pops it right open.
All right, we'll get back to that. Let's hear what Kronar is doing in the meantime.
I go over to the nearest dead zombie,
Yep.
rip off an arm,
Yep.
go back to the fire,
Yep.
warm it over the fire,
Oh.
and plop it into Arius's lap. Breakfast.
Oh, thanks. You're oh, I'm not hungry. You eat. I had some before you got up.
I just stand there.
Oh man.
Okay. Arius is going
Eat
to
it, Iris.
he's gonna pretend to eat it. He's gonna just kind of mime.
He's gonna make like yummy noises.
Yeah. He's gonna,
Mm.
it's very good. Yeah, it's just like Mom used to make back in the old country.
So I'm about 8 feet tall, so I bend double. I got my face.
Those yoga
Arius's
lessons are worth every
face.
penny.
Okay, Arius is trembling visibly.
I'd like to liberate the arm of Gibraltar from Arius in order to inspect it myself.
Oh, he already threw it on the ground.
Yeah,
Did he?
it's useless.
I-
It's useless.
Can I take it?
It's all yours.
Can I take a look at to determine whether it was severed off or whether it was some type of magical dislocation?
It looks like it might have been torn off.
Torn off, so it's grisly.
It's pretty grisly.
Oh my god, Gibraltar was a grizzly bear? I knew it this whole time.
Explains why he was hitting so hard.
Arius, we do not read while we eat. And I put my hand on the scroll.
This? Yeah, it's a letter from my mom. Yeah, do you? I'll read it to you later.
Your mother
just-
wants you to chew your food properly.
Oh, you got it. Yum yum yum. The arm is not even anywhere near his mouth. He's just going yum yum yum.
Yeah, I yank the scroll away.
Yep. Okay. Yeah.
Wait,
Good call. You should hold on to that.
Are you going to allow her to do that? Yeah.
Oh, Arius will not fight back.
Okay. Great. You
I'm
have
8 feet
you
tall,
have the
made of
scroll tube.
stone.
It looks like it's a well-made scroll tube that's made to withstand the weather. And it was floating above the surface of the water, so it might be watertight. It's probably watertight too. And it has a peacock on it. A blue peacock.
And is it open?
Nope.
Oh.
The peacock is my family's crest.
So I
I
go
I
to
mentioned it seems right that we follow the last orders that we received from Gibraltar, which was to go to the town and to deliver the news to the elders, even though we might be ending up empty-handed.
Not Gibraltar. James looks up and says, "Oh, that's a damn good idea. Best one I've heard in days.
What direction is the town, if I may ask?
I can take you there.
What do we do with the dead?
The undead or the dead? Either way, I
I'll
say burn
try.
them.
They'll be fine.
Nah, who knows what'll happen to our dead? Should burn them or sever them up or something."
I say,
Yeah, it's all yours. Arius is just gonna kind of wander off and just kind of look around. He's not really snooping. He's just kind of staring around, looking for something to do. He's kind of bored.
I say, James, they died in glorious battle. It's only fitting to let the dead lay on their battlefield unmolested.
He kind of goes stomping up to you, and he says, "They don't lie unmolested, though. They rise and kill more of our men."
Oh. You've seen the dead rise.
He kind of, looks like he said too much, and doesn't talk anymore.
I go right up into his face. grab him by the front of his breastplate.
Sounds like you're making an intimidation check.
I sure am. Am I not intimidating?
You're going to have to roll a intimidation check, which is -1 for you. For some reason. I guess you're comically large.
Seems counterintuitive.
So I'm like Schwarzenegger with oven mitts?
Exactly.
That's unfortunate.
He kind of pushes you off and say, "Fuck off. Been through enough."
Now it's
If
my
you say
turn.
they'll rise again, we better dispose of them.
Yes.
I look at James.
Throw them on the fire. Let's be out of here.
My turn. If you want to leave, then we're gonna need some honesty.
Listen, I don't need you to get out of here. I know where the town is. You need me.
If you want these people burned, the sooner you tell us the truth, the sooner we'll all head over.
What else do you need to know? They come back as the undead if we leave them here. Burn their bodies.
Or maybe we can let their remnants be the sacred guardians of this hallowed battlefield.
I saw these things dig into you. Do you want that to happen again, Melvin? Is that what you want? You want to be this thing's chew toy? And he kind of like kicks one of their heads.
To be honest, I'd rather enjoyed it.
Well, fine then. We'll leave these fucking creatures here. And he kind of starts walking off. Okay, they kind of like smolder out on the bodies.
Are we ready to leave?
Yeah, let's go.
Is anyone gonna take like an armful of snack?
Snack?
Yeah, for the road.
You mean a snack
Oh,
full
do
of
you mean
arm?
the arm? That's
Yeah.
also a snack?
Yeah.
Just so we're clear, there was nothing on the bodies of the other soldiers who
Yeah,
were.
I assumed you'd looked on them.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
Yep. That's where you got all the gold, actually. The zombies weren't carrying a whole lot of
Oh,
gold.
they didn't have a lot of money on them. Oh,
Yeah.
That's weird.
Oh, I want to retrieve the chain.
Okay. Yeah, you see like a lot of the links have been exploded off of it, but there's still like a good length of chain you can grab.
Thank you.
Let's say 20 feet of chain.
Great.
That would look lovely as a necklace.
And I dump it around your neck.
Ouch!
Time to go. The sooner we leave, the sooner we can find a full rest.
All right, let's go.
Lead the
Tomorrow
way,
may bring
James.
new fights.
All right. So you start traveling for a while, and after a day or so of travel, James leads you out of the swamps and onto like a more well-traveled road. And as you keep going, the land around you becomes rockier, and soon you find yourself at the bottom of a valley, passing between two tall, steep cliffs. And atop the southernmost cliff is this huge tower with a copper roof that is like gleaming in the sunlight. James doesn't even look at it as you guys walk up. And as you keep moving more and more forward, the path leads you through a 12-foot tall stone wall, which is guarded by two soldiers, and they're like talking to each other when you show up and don't even bother looking at you. Can everybody make a... Wait, what's your passive perception, first of all?
20.
Passive perception. Okay, let me tell you what your passive perception is.
10.
10. Kronar, yours is 13, Kronar. Actually, it might be higher than that. Yeah, it's 15 for you. And Melvin, what's your passive perception?
Where would I find that?
10 plus your perception modifier. So if you're not actively perceiving, I always assume that's your perception.
Okay, I guess it's 12.
12. Okay. So, Kronar and Melvin, you guys will... A beam of light catches your eye from somewhere to the north, and you notice that hanging from the cliff to the north are a number of narrow cages, and you can kind of see the shapes of people slumped over inside several of them. James will turn to you and say, "Listen, guys, I appreciate your help out there, but I'm done with the peacocks. I'm taking an early retirement. the Knight Commander's going to want to speak to you, and he's your best bet to get paid for your work out there. Maybe, but I'd go there if I were you. And
No, James, we're best friends. We've been through so much. Please stay with us.
I want to forget about you and everything that happened. No
Yeah,
offense.
good call.
And he says, and listen, if it's not too much to ask, you should go talk to Bert and Maureen. They'll want to know what happened to Angelica. I don't have the heart to tell them myself. They're first nights. They'll be at the training grounds or patrolling or something.
Who's Angelica?
She's the woman who killed
She,
herself.
committed suicide, right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arya says, "Who's Angelica?"
Wait, isn't James the one who committed treason?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the one.
Yep.
All right.
You guys
No.
want to...
Did
you
you say
commit treason, then
Angelica,
there's no
or
one-
did you mean Angela?
did I say... It's probably Angela.
Okay.
And he says,
Uh,
listen, try not to make too much noise in this town. They run a pretty tight ship these days.
So treason's frowned upon then, eh?
Now listen, everyone who saw me attack him's dead. You gonna turn our return into this, or you just gonna let me be?
What? What are you talking about? I'm just saying, it's not good. Don't do it. I wouldn't. I'd never would. I'm loyal to the end. And, bye! There, Harrius just turns away and, starts walking down the street.
Alright, says, well, do you guys have any other questions for me before I piss off?
Where are you going?
I'm going to the piss pot.
The piss pot being the
It's a bar.
local.
This is the town you guys are in.
Ooh.
Hand
That
drawn.
doesn't look
And Ron, you
stolen
made
at all.
this?
I made this.
I made this.
I made this.
It's a nice peninsula.
Peninsula.
Oh my goodness, they can zoom in and everything.
Yeah, it's pretty high res.
Yeah.
I think I actually I'm gonna leave it like this. I'll leave the overlay like this.
So we came in from the, I'm gonna say north?
Yeah, you came in through...
Ish?
Okay, I don't know how I can ping on this. Oh wait, maybe I actually made something like that.
Northeast?
Nope, I wasn't smart enough to put that into a map so I can ping. You came in through like the north east through that gate.
Fantastic.
Right there for people who are watching on stream.
Very well. And these elders, where might we find them?
Are you talking about the Knight Commander?
Does he fit the bill?
Well, the town is run by... hang on, I need to check my notes. I forget what I called them in my notes.
James is saying this?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's just rifling through an old battered notebook he has.
yeah.
It's a moleskin.
Some moleskin.
Oh, great, James is a hipster.
Says
Get
the-
out of here, James!
The town, the town is run by the Council of Three, just villagers from the town. But Knight Commander, hang on, I forgot his name again. Knight Commander Kit Steele is in charge of the military here. They came in here not long ago.
Military.
So
Kit
we shall
Steele?
talk to the Knight Commander before we talk with the Council of Three.
Does the piss pot have beds?
I guess you can call them that.
Well, I hope you find your courage at the bottom of the piss pot.
Me too. Anything else?
Ares is already walking away.
All right. He says, "Well, you know where to find me." And he kind of walks into the town.
We should go to the bar and rest.
Yeah? Rest first. Ask questions later?
Do you want to get into a fight in this condition?
Yeah.
I
that's
feel
exciting.
fine.
We can,
can take 'em.
yeah, we can let Arius be the front line, and we can just sling insults from the rear.
I'm sleepy.
Piss pot it is. Wait, is that a bar or inn and bar?
It's both.
It's both.
It's just a literal chamber pot on the ground. That's
Yeah. Exactly.
everyone's standing around.
if you want to go see the Knight Commander, maybe he can give us better accommodations.
I haven't slept in a while. What time of day is it, by the way?
It's morning.
Morning. All right. Just one little excursion to the Knight Commander, then see about licking our wounds for the next fight.
That would be unsanitary.
Do you say that?
Okay. Bathing in the piss pot.
Let's go.
Go, Knight Commander.
All right. You have no idea where this is.
Yeah, but we can definitely ask locals as we walk into the town where to find this person.
And they're happy to tell you.
Perfect.
There's
We're just enormously half bloodied, half ogre, half giant kin, and some flamboyant poof.
I want to create. Hang on. Let me see if I can do something for you. We'll make this a little bit better.
In the meantime, Arius is like he's acting like he knows where to go, but he's just letting you guys lead because he's kind like that. He wants to give the rest of the party a sense of responsibility.
I'm gonna need a piss pot break before we.
Okay, so why don't we take a break here,
All right,
and when we return, we'll
we will kill the Knight Commander.
kill the Knight Commander.
Yes!
I wasn't listening really, but I feel like that's what we're gonna do.
This game is going to take a turn I had not planned for. All right, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back.
We need our people.
Well, no, you
not
don't.
here?
You don't need people. I'll tell you when you need your people.
When we roll initiative.
Okay. So you guys are in the town of Mission Harbor on your way to see the Knight Commander.
Do we have directions to find this Knight Commander? Or a name, apart from Kit's? Is Kit's a first name or a last name?
Kit Steele is his full name.
Kit Steele.
Any
I
relation
walk
to
up to a woman
Remington
and I
Steele?
say,
Yes, actually.
female. Where is the Knight Commander?
In the Temple of Torm, I imagine.
Point.
She points across. Let's say you guys are. You all see the map.
Yep.
You guys are in the middle there,
Yep.
of like the town square, and she just points to the blue building to the south.
And I bow. Thank you.
Of course, giant monster.
So we make our way into the Temple of Torm,
Okay.
and we would like to find an acolyte who could direct us towards our Knight Commander.
As you come in, there's a few different. There's like the temple's pretty full in the actual like cathedral churchy area where people sit and pray. There's a few acolytes walking around, and different clerics and things like that. And one of the acolytes walks up to you and introduces himself. Well, he actually doesn't introduce himself. He just says, "What can I do for you?"
I say, "Good day, sir. We are looking for your Knight Commander Kit Steele. Can you tell us we have arrived?"
Well, the Knight Commander's quite busy. There's a lot going on right now. Who can I say is calling?
We can say it's the remainder of the expedition of Gibraltar.
What? What?
Speak louder. He cannot hear you.
Really? Is he deaf? Okay. I grab him by the head and angle it so that I've got direct contact with his ear.
Oh my god.
Good sir, I shall say very plainly that we are the remaining men and women from the expedition headed by Gibraltar.
He'll kind of like wail at you and like knock you off of him and be like, "I heard you. Give me a minute," and then he like runs off.
Should
So
we
Ares
follow him?
Ares is just kind of looking around, kind of hanging back a little bit. Is there anything interesting he sees? There's just like a plain, undecorated temple.
You can roll a perception check.
Oh, okay. This will go well. Wow. Look at
It's actually a temple of Baal, the Lord of Murder.
Yeah. Wow, good eye. That was a hard one. I didn't think you'd see the blood fountain, but there you go.
Yeah.
You don't notice anything bizarre about the church other than it seems like there's a surprisingly high number of soldiers in here compared to most churches you've been in. But then it's Torm, so maybe that's not so unusual. You do notice, however, that a cleric, like a half-elf cleric, seemed to be extremely interested in you while the acolyte was talking to you. Did he give you his name? His name was Buddy. While Buddy was talking to you, and she kind of like went off into a vestibule when you turned to look at her. She's in the closet now. She's hiding in a closet. Let's say a side door.
Yeah, Ares is just gonna kind of walk right on over, knock on the door. Closet inspector.
Yeah, let's say it was a side door, not a closet.
Side door inspector. He's just gonna crack the door open.
If you you open the door and like the hallway's empty. She's run off into one of like many adjoining rooms.
Huh. Ares is gonna close the door and make a mental note of that. Walk on back to the group a little bit, kind of hands in his pockets, whistling.
All right. Eventually, Buddy returns to you, and he says, "Kit Steele will see you now." I don't know. He doesn't say that. He says, "Lord Commander, Kit Steele will see you now."
Lead the good way.
And he'll lead you to like another side hallway and up some stairs to an office, where a bearded man sits behind a desk with various stacks of paper and like writing accoutrement and that kind of thing on it. And he says, "Well, Buddy Barton here says that you guys were part of Gibraltar's team."
He speaks true. Unfortunately, we are all that remains.
I saved them.
We did our best, but they're all dead.
He says, "They're all dead, and what of the package that you are bringing?"
Unfortunately, it was released.
Did you see what was inside?
We got a glimpse.
Oh, and Gibraltar, where's he?
He's on vacation. He'll be back later.
On vacation.
Yeah,
Whoa.
he went away.
And
He took a trip to the clouds.
he turns to Melvin and says, "On vacation?"
It was a permanent vacation, I believe is what he means.
I see.
You know, it's when you go somewhere and you don't ever come back.
Well, this is terrible news. Listen, I need to hear every detail of what happened. And he kind of turns to Buddy and says, "Buddy, get out of here for now." And Buddy leaves.
Do you have any
Okay.
fried chicken? We're starving.
Fried chicken? No! Listen, tell me everything, quickly.
Is he wearing a white suit and a bolo tie?
No, he's wearing, really fancy clothing, like way more fancy than a soldier should be wearing.
Does he have the look of like a seasoned soldier who just got promoted, or does he look like just kind of like a guy who's never worked a day in his life who just?
He actually has the look of a seasoned soldier.
All right.
And not like the king of candy or anything.
No.
Not Arius' kind of person then. So Arius is going to launch into like an incredibly long, incredibly graphic tale about what happened, incredibly exaggerating his own role and downplaying everyone else's in what happened. But he's actually not gonna lie too much. He's gonna just kind of make himself sound like he was the true hero and Gibraltar was like a bumbling fool.
You kind of...
Melvin may need to make slight corrections for accuracy's sake.
Okay. You kind of hear, after you guys are done with your story, you'll hear him say under his breath, "Goddamn mercenaries had to survive. If it was a soldier, this conversation would have been a lot... Well, sir, I need you all to do me a favor. You can't tell anyone what you've told me, all right?"
Yeah, sure, but Gibraltar said we'd get a lot of money for this.
"Yes, of course. I tell you
He
what,
said we could have his share.
you will be well compensated for your work. Have no fear. Listen, come back here tonight and we'll have all the money for you."
That doesn't sound
"Buddy,
like
get over here, Buddy!" And he calls Buddy over. And Buddy comes into the room, like he was just standing right at the door, probably. And he says, "Yes, Master." No, he says, "Yes, Knight Commander." He says, "Buddy, I want you to make sure these folks get all the money that was promised to them, and maybe throw in a little bit extra, all right?" Like, "As you will, Knight Commander." And he walks off.
Can I do an insight check?
Sure. What are you trying to figure out?
Well, when he says, make sure these guys get all the money and a little extra, that makes my skin prickle like, hey,
Okay.
make sure these people are cuddled to death in their sleep.
Got it.
Because the whole come back later for your money thing is,
Suspicious.
yeah.
Yeah, Arius is kind of mumbling to the other guys. I've pulled this one before.
Yeah. What kind of, is it a wisdom or?
It's, insight is intelligence. No, maybe, let me check.
It is wisdom.
It's wisdom? Let me tell you what your
Yep.
bonus is, too. Because you don't know that. It is, insight, +5.
Yes, it is.
It sounds to you like he just sincerely wants you to get your money and that he probably doesn't have it on hand.
So are we
Char-
being hustled out of the office?
Player knowledge is not character knowledge.
So
He's not. He's willing to, like...
exchange a bit more.
Yeah.
So then
Okay,
I'd
well,
like to ask.
Yeah, sorry. While you're doing that, Arius is just going to kind of wander around. He's going to try and read stuff upside down off the desk a little bit while Melvin is doing the talking.
He's definitely gonna slide if he's gonna slide like folders on top of documents as you approach, and says, "Please continue to have a seat. There's a lot of very sensitive information here."
So
It actually looks like he's put some effort into cleaning up some of it before he got into.
So, good sir, you mentioned not to communicate to anyone outside of this temple. Does that include the Council of the Three?
Absolutely, it includes the Council of the Three. This is not a Mission Harbour operation. This is a Blue Peacock operation. You are hired on to work for the Blue Peacocks.
It's a shame we saw them before we came here.
You what?
When
Actually,
you come into a new town, you speak to the leaders of the town.
it sounds like you're trying to make a bluff check against his insight.
Sorry? Yeah.
So your bluff, what is that? Performance?
Or is it charisma?
Deception, probably.
Deception, yes, deception. So you are going to make a -1.
Oh, really? Am I earnest and clown-like?
I guess so.
That's-
He says, "Listen, there's no point in trying to fool me. I know what goes on in this town. I don't know what your game is."
Parcheesi! It's Arius pulls out like Parcheesi.
Why do you have that? Why do you even have that?
Oh, it's a
Look.
good way to make some scratch from some rubes. You want to play?
Well, I don't. Wait a minute. He pulls his collar. No, he doesn't.
Good sir, Gibraltar kept details from his men as well, and look what that got him and his men taking a permanent dirt nap.
You've got
The
to
battle was fine, but the results are our good soldiers of Torm are dead now. Why don't you share some of the details with us so perhaps our livelihood shall be extended?
Are you trying to mock his voice, or is this your actual character voice now?
I have this thing where I sync up to voices.
Yeah, I thought so. He says, "Now listen, I'm not trying to keep information from you, but like I said, this was a sensitive operation. You know better than most the dangers that is out there. You're not in my chain of command, so I can't just be passing off information willy-nilly. And now I have to track down 3 other of these damn things and see what's going on. They should have been back by now. I don't know what's happening. Listen. Until I can put these pieces together, I can't tell you anything. But I need you to do your part too, and not tell any others and put them in a panic or get them doing something they shouldn't be doing."
Can you get us a warm bed and a warmer meal
Do you
to pass us till the evening, where you will be dispelling with the details?
listen? Right across the courtyard is a fine inn. It's called the following name, which I am not about to make up.
The following nag. That's good.
It's called the Following Egg.
Following egg?
Called the
I should.
And it's right across the courtyard. Listen, you guys get yourself some beds over there, and I'll be sure to throw in the money of the costs in your payment.
That sounds like a fascinating place. Could you tell us the story of how it got its name?
Yes, of course, I can tell you the story. Well, actually, I'm quite busy right now, but
No, of course.
I'm sure someone over there will have the time. Is there anything else before you head on your way and get some rest? Yes, please, go ahead.
I walk so that my shadow casts long over him.
You are comically large.
I don't know what you're trying to do, but it seems you're trying to harness the powers of good and evil and the arcane, and good people are going mad. Some turned on the commander, and some turned on themselves. Are you sure you know what you're doing?
He stands up and says, What I'm trying to do is protect the people of this town and all other towns in this damn place from what's going on out there. I don't need you telling me how to do my job unless you can do something to help me.
Who will protect them from your ambition?
Who watches the watchman?
He says, "You look tired. Maybe it's time you leave."
Tired of your attitude. Arius just walks out.
Alright.
I'll say, we look with great enthusiasm to our meeting this evening. Please, make sure everything is ready to give us all of the details.
He kind of lifts his hand up and waves you away dismissively as he sits down.
I snuff the lamp with my hand, as with my fingers, my big beefy comical fingers as I go out.
Yeah, his candle goes out, but the sunlight in the giant window behind him continues to illuminate the room nicely. He said,
Sure you don't want to cast the Druidcraft cantrip in order to snuff the candle out?
Actually, we're about to sleep, right? So hold on. Where are my cantrips? They're hiding.
Okay, we'll walk to the inn. The following egg, you said?
the following egg.
Right. Can't wait.
Oh, damn it, it's a second level spell.
He says, as the other leave and you snuff out his candle, he'll look to you and say, "Listen, this is a quiet town and we run a tight ship here. We don't need any more trouble than we can handle. You and your friends best be on your best behavior. You hear? All right now. See you later." And he ignores you.
Yeah, Arius is already out the front door.
That was probably only to
Yeah.
Kronar.
Kroner's not a people person.
All right, we're heading out.
All right. Okay, you step
So-
out of the Temple of Torm. You can roll a perception check again.
All of us?
Yep.
Man,
Okay, Matt.
I have a +0 to my perception, and I'm rolling hot.
Well, once again, you see this cleric kind of skulking outside the office.
Okay, like on the way out.
Yeah, and as she sees you, she starts like walking. She's like on the far side of the church area, though. She has to kind of walk a long way to get back into a hallway, but she starts working her way towards it, like walking
Okay,
at appropriate speed. She's not running, but she's walking as quickly as is appropriate in a church.
Okay. Is she looking at Arius?
She saw you. She saw you guys step out. Like,
Okay. Well,
you-
Arius is gonna give her a wink and the finger guns as he continues on out.
Okay.
Do guns exist in this era? Have you ever seen a gun?
I feel like finger guns would, even if there were no such thing as guns. I mean,
It's like a trigger on a crossbow.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
He gives the finger crossbow.
he fires a crossbow. At her.
Yeah.
Hand crossbows?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, he gives her the old hand crossbow.
Unless there's an objection, make a straight line for the following egg.
The following egg, yeah, that's a great place.
Yeah. I heard they've got a variety of egg-style dishes.
That they do.
Actually, the sign's really cute. Have you ever seen an egg with like little chicken feet, like toddling along? It's cute.
Arius is going to suggest, hey, one of you guys should check out that weird scroll thingy, but do it away from me.
So it sounds like I'm getting Arius in a headlock and then taking the scroll out to open it.
Okay.
I'll mention, if you go and pass me the scroll, I can take a look at it overnight.
You went British. You are a magical person.
I love the idea that Melvin just constantly is changing his accent.
That's
and-
good because I think it's
he
going to
just-
happen.
He just absorbs wherever he is. He just starts absorbing the people.
I just
around
want
him.
you to know that this is canonically part of Melvin's
Oh yeah,
character, although there's things you don't know about him yet.
yeah.
I'm trying to nail down the specific voices. I haven't necessarily gotten them yet, but this is going to happen more often.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I put my hand. So I saw that Arius in a headlock.
Wait, well, hang on, Eris, are you going to let this happen?
He will actually try and dodge the headlock here.
All right, you guys can make opposing checks then.
He'd like to try acrobatics and just kind of dart out of the way.
That's fine. You can use athletics or acrobatics to contest.
Oh, I have advantage for athletics, so what would I put in there?
You
Bring
would,
it!
+5.
Yeah.
It's a good acrobatics check, though. And one more.
One more what?
Oh, you said you have advantage with athletics?
Yeah?
You can roll one more. Take the higher of the two rolls. That's what advantage is. Okay, yeah, no, you go to grab him, but Arius really doesn't want to be in this headlock and manages to slither away.
That's cool. I'll get him when he's sleeping. I put my hand on Melvin's shoulder. You do not need to try to fit in so hard.
Yeah, we care about you, friend. Just be yourself.
Just be yourself.
I say, this is who I am, though.
Wow.
Holy moly.
Didn't quite nail that one.
No, I feel like that was a slam dunk.
I am who I am. Okay.
Trust that your blood is stronger than theirs. Be proud.
You know too much.
Don't mind if I do.
I know too much of what? Being a half giant? Having the weakness of humanity taint my inner being.
I guess we are more alike than I thought.
Mm.
In any case,
You know you're a dwarf.
What?
Oh, this is a tour of the fantasy world right now.
it's a cavalcade of every possible voice imaginable.
It is. I love it though. All right.
Don't say anything that sounds racist.
So
Oh, good idea. Onward to the inn.
you guys can get to the end. Are you doing anything with the scroll before we get to the end?
No.
Okay.
Ares was out of range.
Did you not hold on to the scroll from the last time you plucked it from him?
Yeah, she still has it.
Okay. So it's yours to give or keep.
Yeah.
She just wanted to open it with Arius in a headlock so that he couldn't get
Okay.
over. Yeah. All right.
Put his face right all up in there.
Okay, Arius is gonna just march in and he's not even going to announce. He's just gonna sit down at an open table, and he's gonna open his mouth and go, "Ah, hungry, me hungry."
He just you know how some people get angry when they're hungry? Arius turns into his 3-year-old self.
He becomes infantilized.
Yeah, there you
Okay.
go. Infantilized. That's a new word for me.
Like to
So,
go up
alright.
to the bartender. Say,
All right.
3 rooms and 3 meals on the Lord Commander's tab, please.
The bartender. Oh, sorry.
I stop him there and I say, 2 meals. He can have what's swept off the floor.
Okay. The bartender. The bartender is a large dwarven woman. She has a fantastic mustache.
What type?
It's just like a handle, like a broom, push broom. What's it called? What do you call those mustaches?
Cookie catcher.
Cookie catcher mustache. She looks like the Cookie Monster. She says, "Pardon me." That's not
Oh,
New Orleans at all.
Sorry, I want some food and a room and some sleepy time.
We have some rooms available, no problem.
Great, I'll take my meal in my room, and he just walks upstairs.
Yeah, you might want a key, sir.
No need. And there's just a thudding sound as Arius tries to burst through a door upstairs with his shoulder.
Okay. She looks to the two of you and says, "Is he with you?"
Good morning, my lady.
Oh no!
Arius comes back down the stairs real quick.
Oh my God! Is someone else here?
Good day, young dwarven lady. We would indeed like the 3 rooms and the 3 meals. He is a bit troublesome, but indeed he stays with us for the time being.
Could you stop him
In what way?
from breaking down my doors?
Ah, I think you might need to coerce him down here with a kind word.
Dinner's on soon?
Diggity! He takes the stairs 3 at a time.
Okay.
Your doors are broken.
Oh god.
They won't open. Oh, all of them. It's terrible news. You better fix it.
She says, it's going to be 3 gold pieces for the rooms and the meal, and then another gold piece for any repairs that he forces me to do.
I'm sure the Lord Commander would be happy to pay
I-
and more.
I'm not going to be charging this to the Knight Commander. I'm not an idiot.
Ah,
So you
can I
can,
roll to see if you're an idiot?
no, but you can pay now, or you can leave.
Oh,
I grab Arius.
You guys
Yes,
ruined
first.
this for everyone else. Yeah, you can make a grab for Arius. He's very distracted looking for the meal that he was promised.
Yeah. So I got my hand on your purse.
Ooh,
Okay.
that's not gonna. Is Arius gonna let that happen?
He'll struggle a little bit. Yeah, he'll try and. I'm gonna say he's gonna try and sleight of hand his purse into another pocket, or just kind of keep it one step ahead, if that's allowed.
Yeah. So, that's gonna be, I think dexterity versus dexterity.
My dex is what, +5?
Okay, let me. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter what you roll. Even if you crit, the situation stays the same.
but it could be comically
Okay.
ineffective.
All right. Yeah. Roll +2.
Yeah, let's
Oh.
see if he gets punched in the genitals.
That's a really good roll. Arius is like you see that as soon as you make an attempt for his purse, it's like this is the one thing in the world that he'll never let anyone get a hand on, and he just like sequesters it away to a pocket that's probably not even in this dimension or time.
And I put on my comically large friendly face, and I say to him, not to worry, we just want to show her that you're a big spender, that you're important, and they need to treat you with respect. You need to flaunt that gold a little bit.
Wow.
Hey, you're right. I am important. And Arius is gonna kind of put on a little show about how he's gonna kind of dust himself down a little bit, slick back his hair. He's gonna pull his purse out from wherever it was, probably some really gross place, and he's gonna jingle it in front of the innkeeper and say, "You hear this, Jingles? We got the gold. The Knight Commander guy said this one was on him. We did him a solid. They fought this crazy spooky goblin guy or zombie goblin, whatever it was. I wasn't really paying attention." And he's gonna launch into like a story about the battle and try and
Oh wow.
try and win. He's not gonna say anything. He's not gonna give any details about a box or anything like that. He's just gonna say again about how great he was and he saved these 2 helpless fools.
All right. Roll a
And,
performance check.
All right. Oh God.
You were ready for that. You were totally ready for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
She says,
Canonically, I'd like to say that I shut him up at the appropriate time.
yeah, okay, what's going to happen is you're going to start going off in this story about, like, undead and heroism and, like, the city of El Rafa or whatever. And, before, like, you can totally see that she's buying into it and she's loving what you're saying. And then suddenly Melvin's hand comes clamping over your mouth.
Silence, you fool! There's
she's-
quite a bit of gold in this for us.
And she says, 4 gold.
Well, the last thing Arius wants is to be thought of as someone who can't afford to pay for a room. So he'll take out the gold.
All 4?
And all 4. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. He's look, you can't make him feel like he can't afford something.
Okay, so she counts 1, 2, and 3, and then with the 4th one she says, "You'll get this back if my doors are still standing."
They are.
And she puts it away.
And can I get a gold for compensation for my shoulder injury?
There's like a ambulance chaser comes crashing through the door. Did I hear shoulder injury? If you suffered shoulder injuries, back injuries, spinal injuries, nose injuries, face injuries from opening or closing doors, and he hands you a business card and runs out.
Thanks. Arius throws it on the ground and walks up to his room.
Okay.
Presuming he's got a key this time. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you have a key this time.
Are we eating communally, or are we all going to our rooms?
You have the option to do either.
Arius is eating in his room.
Okay, I'm gonna be. I don't eat in my bed. That's disgusting. As a former acolyte, I'm gonna eat where
Arius
people
eats
are
in your
eating.
bed.
Yeah, that's what I would have done.
But he doesn't have a key to your room, so, I mean, unless you let him in, he probably won't be able to do that.
That doesn't sound like a thing I would do.
All right.
Wise idea.
I can eat whatever delicious I can assume is an omelet with fried eggs and hard-boiled eggs.
You can have all the food that your heart intends, so long as it's served at like an inn.
Dragon eggs.
Yeah,
No.
fiber and egg.
So who's eating in the room, the communal room?
I am.
And Arius, what are you doing?
Oh, he's in his room. He's just kind of he's counting his money.
Okay.
Like Scrooge would.
And then he throws it onto the bed and dives into it,
Yeah, he starts rolling around.
which it probably isn't even that much, but that's what he's doing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So, Kronar and Melvin. No, I'm just switching to a different screen in my notes. Kronar and Melvin are kind of eating their dinner, and it's pretty good. Pretty good quality. It's probably not worth the money you've spent on the accommodations, but it's still good.
Money that we didn't spend on the accommodations.
True. It's not.
Can I
It's
get a
probably,
high five for that one? From
High five. Hold on.
okay, are you guys rolling to
Okay,
high
rolling
five?
A high five, yeah. Because if you get a 1, I feel like you guys should smack each other in the face.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
taking an
let's
athletic check.
no, let's make this a dexterity check. Okay, no, 21's good. You can keep that. Roll a dexterity check.
Oh.
See if you accidentally slap yourself in the genitals.
All right, so you're going to like to slap the hand, and then your accent switches in your head, and you kind of get thrown off.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a half, like 3-finger high five.
Awkward.
Not very satisfying. It doesn't make a good slapping noise.
Yeah, the rest of the room, everyone stops talking and just looks over.
Yeah, it's like a glass shatters. The band stops playing.
Baby starts to cry.
Baby starts to cry. Dog starts barking. It's midnight now. No. So your high five was unsatisfying. As you're eating, the door to the inn kind of like creaks open, and two individuals wearing plate armor walk up to the bartender, Miss Bertha Beauregard, and she kind of points them in your direction, and they walk over to you, and they say, one of them is a man, one of them is a woman. They say, "We heard you were with Gibraltar's expedition."
Oh, might you be Burton Maureen?
Yes,
Oh.
we're hoping for news.
Are you part of the Lord Commander's retinue?
They have purple peacocks on their armor, or blue peacocks on their armor.
Well, we will be meeting with the Lord Commander later on tonight. You should see if you get an invitation to that meeting where the details will be dispensed.
No, and the woman speaks and she says, "Spare us the shit. What happened to Angela?"
She fought bravely. She saved my life.
And
There was an explosion. We were all knocked out. She didn't make it.
she kind of starts crying, and then the man says, he like leans in close to you guys and says, "It's you fucking mercenaries. You get in the way of trained military operants, and it's because of you that we die. I wish the Lord Commander would ban you from the fucking city." And then he goes to leave and grab her with him. And if you'll let them leave, they leave.
I'll allow it.
Weakness. These soldiers know nothing but weakness. Suicide, mutiny. Blaming others.
You know what they say? Those who can, merc. Those who can't, soldier.
Ice burn.
A couple-
You guys hear from upstairs.
A couple of soldiers enjoying dinner in the pub will give you dirty looks as you say that. Would you like to do anything else?
Are we done eating?
Well, let's assume you are.
Good.
That whole turkey was delicious.
I think I am ready to reunite in my dreams with my god and get a full night's sleep during the day.
A full night day sleep?
Full night day sleep.
All right.
Arius is already day sleeping.
Okay, so you're going to go for 8 hours?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like, Tempest time, gonna crush some skulls in my dreams.
Okay. You all get a full rest.
Yeah, are we closer to the evening now?
Yes, you're 8 hours later. You're 8 hours later.
Excellent. Can we get another meal for free? Of course we can.
It's part of your bill. Yep.
Excellent. We eat, leave, go to the temple.
Kronar?
Yep.
Arius?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Time for some exposition.
Ooh, is this where the sexy parts happen?
That's anywhere I go.
So you step out of the inn and start walking down the road towards the temple.
Mm-hmm. And
No, it's
nothing
uneventful.
unusual happens.
Oh,
Arius is. Oh, well, okay. Arius is gonna be. He's kind of on the lookout for that that half elf person. Does he see her just by walking out of the inn?
the acolyte?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, the cleric. When you walk out of the inn, you don't see anyone. It looks like the marketplace is mostly cleared for the night.
Is there anything in the remainder bin of any marketplace that is kicking around? There
No,
is.
no. It looks like they
Okay.
clean. It looks like they clean up at the end of the night.
Ah.
Let me copy your tokens. As Gabe correctly predicted.
Mm-hmm. Nothing of consequence happened. This is a very nice picture.
Thank you.
I have a 15 perception. Do I notice anything?
You can roll a perception check.
I have a passive perception.
Okay, let me roll something then. Give me a second here. Please update these tokens with your correct health. And all
One
that.
of these
good-
James!
Oh wait,
You made
that's,
it!
That's not you. I'm bad at everything. There we go. All right.
Woohoo, spell slots.
Mm-hmm.
You rolled a 21 on your perception check.
Yeah? What? No, I didn't roll one. I have a passive perception of 15.
Oh, a 15. You don't notice anything.
Alright.
And because of that, you will all be surprised.